Hello there everyone, and welcome back to the Holy Roman Empire here in Attila. The mod is called Medieval Kingdoms 1295. Anyways, since last time around we had two battles, one of which was against the Danish, and that did not go well at all, and one was against the Duchy of Genoa, or I can't remember, but they occupied this region anyways. I can't exactly remember what they're called right now off the back of my head. But they held this region and we crushed them. Unfortunately, well, maybe we should go with the Danish army because they actually defeated us. So we attacked Pendersborn, which the enemy had taken, and we failed to take it, and we were pushed back, and the Danish actually had quite a few more armies turning up all over the place. And so that army, on its way back, retreating to Hildesheim, actually got destroyed. So that army was entirely annihilated. Luckily for me, I have a lot of allied nations which turn up, and we've got the champions of the Rhine, which come from the what's it called? The Duchy of Brandenburg, that lost this region. They turned up, and they have been slaughtering a lot of the Danish and pushed them back. There is, however, one Danish army right here, and I've marched a new army under the incensed Franks. I haven't actually edited this name of this army. But as you can see, we have some new types of units here. I've gone ahead and actually hired in some crossbowmen, some mercenaries that you can buy. And then we've got some Templars. We've got 4 dismounted Templar brothers and 2 mounted as well. So we've got a few new units. And as I saw here, there's a few different ones up here. Interestingly enough, I get the Swiss pikemen and Swiss halberdiers when I moved away from the actual Swiss regions, which was interesting. Since last time, diplomatically, I've been able to sue peace. I can't remember if you actually, but we were at brief war with the Duchy of Austria. Same with the Hungarians, but they soon sued for peace. Who else were we war with? Well, France actually destroyed the Duchy of Lorraine, I think it was, that attacked them. But it has since been gobbled up by the Duchy of Burgundy, which are at war with us at this point. Same with the Duchy of Flanders, because we are allied with France. So Duchy of Flanders and Duchy of Burgundy is both at war with us, but it's more or less of an extension, because they didn't declare war on us. What happened was they declared war on France, and since we're allied, we came to France aid. And the County of Toulouse is still at war with us as well, I believe. Let's see, yes, I was able to sue for peace with them. So currently the factions that we are at war with is the Duchy of Burgundy, the Duchy of Flanders, and the Kingdom of Denmark. And the Kingdom of Denmark, their armies have more or less been pushed out of our kingdom, and so this is the only one that's left, the Scourge of the West. And this is the army, I believe, that actually killed off our general. You can see this guy has got 3 stars. So pretty good general. And we've got multiple armies. Here's the Heroes of Lyon. And they've got some Sergeant Templars to fill in for the crossbowmen they lost. And they were marching up towards here, but they probably need to be called back down again to defend and help defend France, and possibly attacking the Burgundians here as well. Not entirely sure how much we will invest in actually fighting the Burgundians or fighting the people here in Flanders, because I think France has probably quite a nice claim on those, so we don't want to go in mess with that. But what I do want is we do have an ambition to get some seaports to the sea so we can actually trade. So it would be nice to capture an area that has a port town. Now none of these regions actually do, which I'm quite surprised that they don't. Maybe they do have ports inside or something. I guess what we could do is continue on into Denmark and destroy them. It's kind of cheating the fact that we can see through when I load saves and stuff, that I can see the entire map. I'm trying not to cheat by look too much at stuff, but the Saxons, are we allied with them? We have a non-aggression pact with the Duchy of Saxony. Same people, should be easy to incorporate them, and they have a port city. And they hold two locations, Bremen and Hamburg. And then, which one is the other one? Osnabrück. Osnabrück. I thought I said that wrong first. So these are one region. So that could possibly be a way to gain a seaport and start trading with England and nations like that, which could be nice. But right now, I think that we're just gonna go ahead and end turn, because we've got a bit of trouble here. As I moved my armies away, the Burgundians have been able to move up their armies towards Lyon, which is kind of isolated from the rest of the kingdom. And also, we've got two armies moving in here. Could possibly go against Strasbourg or Metz. So that will be interesting to see, but I'll probably cut away mostly of the turn tides and so forth, and what we'll do is we'll come back once we reach the battle point, as it were. Right now we also have the Bavarians. The Bavarians have been marching to our aid, marching up north, but now I believe they've set their sights on the Burgundians, and I'm gonna strike them. At the same time, even though we're allied with France, we don't want to help them too much, because they are really the only big rival kingdom there is, or anyone at least to have the sort of power and grandeur to sort of offset our power or our content to make the entire claim the entire German-speaking world. Yes, but that's all I have for explaining what's going on and so forth. Maybe I should go over the religion just quickly, but that's basically everything's turning on the up and up. There never was a rebellion from the heathenous Norsemen on their pagan religions and whatnot. So that's going just fine right now. Yes. With that said, let's go on and see if we can't find a battle. And here we are on the field of battle. I say the field of battle, but yet again it's in a castle that this time we're defending because the Genoans are attacking. Now, there are a number of these smaller battles taking place all over. They were attacking Metz earlier, but I decided that, you know what, I can't just show them attacking these places all of them. I can't show all of them, so I'm going to show this one. And this is an attack on Genoa, I think it's called, and that's the only region so far we've captured was the region next to the city of Lyon. And so I've got 2 units of knights. Then I have 2 units of these halberdier troops, then 2 units of spears, and then I have 2 units of medium crossbowmen. And that's what I have to defend against the enemy army, which we have right here. We've got some really heavy infantry, 3 units, I believe. Then they've got 3 units of crossbowmen. They've got some crossbowmen, mounted crossbowmen right here, as we can see. They've got some cavalry of some sort. And, oh, they've got some more infantry. And then I imagine this is the general in command of the heavy cavalry. But without further ado, let's go ahead and start this. The real problem here is going to be these heavy crossbowmen. I think we'll be able to hold off the infantry attack. And my plan is to trap them along these 2 corridors. Now hopefully, you know what, maybe I should move forwards and fight them around the tower. Which I probably should. To keep the tower firing at the enemy. So I'm going to move up their unit. But we're going cavalry back here, and they're going to swing around. They're going to come through here, and they're going to swing around and hit them as they're getting vulnerable, attacking us. Suddenly a large amount of birds just spawned right there.
At your service.
So we've got... I'm going to get our men... Shit. Bloody crossbowmen. Ooh, we're losing tons of men here. Shit, we just lost 60 men, so a large part of the unit. Shit. The entire unit's getting... Holy shit. Get... Ah, crap.
Flee the field of battle.
Holy shit.
This is a shameful display. It's
Those
an ambush.
crossbowmen are pretty darn strong. We've just lost an entire unit. Oh, they are able to fire through the houses? Well, I'm not complaining as long as enemies are dying, but holy shit, that unit got absolutely wasted. Right there on the road. Holy shit.
Excellent.
Oh, they're firing now onto these guys. Oh crap, they're losing men. Get my cavalry around there. Oh,
the tower has been totally destroyed.
He's gonna move around. Oh shit. I should have had my men all the way back maybe in the castle. Because this does not look like it's going to work. And even these heavy crossbowmen are apparently a tough target for my knights. One of them's gonna get hit it straight on. The other one's gonna circle around. The enemy is the AI is a lot cleverer than I thought it would be. And crossbows are really bloody powerful, I must say.
To the barricades! The enemy attacks!
We're gonna swing in from the back, and hopefully we can quickly shock these crossbowmen into submission, because we can't really survive in a prolonged fight, because these crossbowmen are really just cutting everything to shreds. Oh, it wasn't that clever actually by the AI, because they're just standing there taking fire. The idiots. One thing though is that it's really hard to actually, for some reason the replay doesn't really work in this with this mod. So I'm kinda have to go ahead and take the screenshots.
Our men have given up and are
play,
running
as
for their
it were.
lives. Enemy units have been rallied.
Let's see about removing the HUD here. Ah, nasty. Just cut that man down. These, I'm not entirely sure how well my spearmen will be able to hold against these heavy infantry units. And it's my general unit as well. Oh yeah, his men is dropping like flies. Get the crossbowmen to come up there. You know what, knights? I really need you to come over here.
Our men flee the field of battle.
And then you need to drop your spear wall and pull back towards here to aid. One of our knights unit just broke off. We're gonna join in with this one. Oh shit. Just... Oh, the unit was completely annihilated, like retreating from those bloody crossbows. Come on, open fire into that. Get those extra spearmen. Ah, they were snagged on by the knights.
Missiles ready.
The enemy's crossbows, for some reason, are really bloody powerful. Heavy crossbow infantry, tier 2. Again, we're only at tier 1. I guess there is a chance if I manage to kill off the enemy's general and somehow save my own, which... Oh, there goes that
men
unit.
have given up and are running for their lives.
I don't know how much longer our men will be able to hold out here. It's an absolute slaughter going on. I thought we were gonna actually have a better chance here. Shit. But I guess, you know what, it's actually, oh yeah, it's probably best if you actually face the enemy when you guys are fighting. I guess I still have told them to aim for the enemy general, and that's why they're not fighting back. We only got our crossbowmen left. And now one of our... Oh, this is not going well.
The men have thrown down their weapons and are fleeing.
Now that unit's retreating. Oh, both units retreated. God damn it. God damn it. The garrison was slaughtered. Valiant defeat though, just like at Metz. I'm not entirely sure because it didn't actually show me if they took Metz or if they just like raided it. One good thing though is the enemy's really having to pay for it. Trying to capture these areas, so take them. So we lost everything. The enemy lost half their force though. They are capturing places. Shit. I want to see what happened to Metz. Did they take Metz as well? Let's see, where is Metz? Can I see it as we progress here? No. Here we are at the end of the turn. We can see that we killed a lord that was attacking us at Metz. However... Oh, it's another enemy killed in battle. Settlement sacked. Metz in Asturia was sacked by the Duchy of Burgundy, and they're laying siege to Lyon. Harassed Kingdom of Denmark. The incensed Frank, then he failed. But they also too took Grenoble up here, which only leaves us with Lyon. And unfortunately, the only thing I got was a general. But hopefully, they've got pretty good garrison here, and we'll be able to hold out for 11 turns before Norman. He got a level.
Ready for orders.
Is this Norman? No, this is Robert. Right, I really need to get my armies down there to defeat the... Okay, so what I can do is I can tell the Bavarians we're gonna switch the war target. We can finish off that army before it causes any more problems in Metz. Then let's go into this map and take a look at where enemy formations are. So we got a neutral, County of Toulouse. We've got one enemy army over there. Most enemy armies that we have spotted are down here in this region. We got 2 armies there. We've got 1 in Flanders, but that's probably being kept in check by the general or the king, Philip. So we got a smaller army here. We got 1 army here, and we got 1 army here. We got the Danish smaller army over here. Right, let's go ahead and take a look. Do you have a chance? Because I kind of want to strike this one to incorporate it into my territory. Oh, this army actually has reach. So instead of attacking the Danish army, I do have a spy. Can he... I'm not entirely sure what I'm to do with the spy, really. Since I don't really need to find out where the enemy is. Where is my assassin? My assassin's there. My assassin will continue to hound. He will make sure to hound the Danish army until they return to Denmark. This army, instead of attacking the Danish up in the forest, they're gonna continue and take this back. But this time it will go under our control instead of the Duchy of Brandenburg. There's no chance for the enemy victory for the enemy, so we're gonna go ahead and do a balanced attack, and we're going to take this settlement. So we only lost 300 men, and now we control 2 regions. Sacred ground. What is this? Pagan. Oh, so they are pagans, the bloody Danes. Gonna go ahead and tear that down. Fields, we can fields we can repair, and manor we can repair. Sacred ground, however, we're gonna tear that down because it was causing paganism. So that's good. We've got that under control. Means that we've got more parts of the region. Probably pisses off these guys because now they only have 1. This army is gonna have to turn around immediately and march to the aid of Lyon. Since these are the heroes of Lyon, they need to hurry down there. And what we can do is we probably take Geneva as well. I'm not entirely sure. Did the Burgundians hold that before? The Burgundians seem to hold a lot at this point. Let's see, what does the County of Burgundy hold? So they've taken Grenoble from us. Then they have Genève. And then they've got these regions. And they've pushed way into France as well. And they've got Tours. Huh. Which is in the region of... same region as Paris. Which is not very nice. But right now we can't really see that many Burgundian armies. I should have hired troops. Can I hire troops? No. We cannot get any troops in there. They're probably gonna get reinforced by these. The question is whether... Is this a king? Is this a... Because he's got the crown above him. So it might be... the Duke. How many turns until I can strike him? Well, two turns until we're ready to strike him. We've got this army right here which we can build up. Depending on... I don't actually have that much money left. But they're not really needed here anymore. You know what? Maybe they can go and take out this army. It's only remnants of it. And I think given the time that I've spent on this episode, we probably only can fit this smaller battle in. And then we can tell the Bavarians to do something else as their war target. You know what? It's probably better if I auto-resolve. We're gonna do balanced. The fight back and forth, and we don't get that absolute massacre of the enemy as maybe I wanted. The commander is still alive. It's Duke of Burgundy, but I think that's just Drogo. Is Drogo? Is his name? What? Oh, I guess he dies because it's only him left, or the army dies.
Would that I were as swift as the angels.
Swift as the angels. And then you can fall back to Strasbourg after that. Metz is in need of repairs. They burnt down the bloody church. Or not the church, what's it called? The priory. God damn it. But there we have it. Next video is gonna be see if we can defend Lyon, because I imagine they're gonna try to siege us out for as long as possible and then attack. They need to build some ladders and stuff if they want to get up on the walls. But we are at least, let's see, how the big army will take about 1, 2, 3, 4 turns until they're ready. So they've got plenty of time, since it's 11 until we surrender. But it's only one more before we start to starve. The enemy, however, is going to starve as well. And then up in the north, I'm not entirely sure if we want to see about maybe continuing the war against the Danish. Let's see what the Danish say. If I try to sign a peace agreement with them.
Speak quickly and well. Speak ill or slow.
It's high. So we got peace with the Danish. And that means we can focus in on the Burgundians now. The Kingdom of Denmark dislikes the Lombards. Diplomatic penalty against the Lombards. No one likes the Lombards for some reason. I'm not entirely sure if that's just like an inside joke, or if there's because I know that there actually is some. I can't remember where I saw that, but there was like I can't remember which people it was that considered sort of the Lombards to be sort of stupid, and there was this sort of a medieval meme or joke about the Lombards being stupid that was perpetuated by some other people or group in Europe. But I can't remember exactly what it was and where I read it. I think, you know what, I think it was one of those videos like, it's one of those that explains stuff. And I think it was, why are there knights riding around on snails in medieval manuscripts? I can't remember what the video was about really. Well, not what it was, but who made it. But it was about those funny animals in the sides of medieval manuscripts, and apparently it went back to this like really old meme basically of the Lombards being stupid, and that somehow tied in with knights riding around on snails and big bunnies or hares sort of fighting with frogs or stuff like that. Yes, that probably made no sense at all. But yeah, next time the siege of Lyon, possibly, we don't know. Maybe they break it off as the army approaches and goes for their capital and not their king, their duke. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye.